Hello, it's Regina. Welcome back to my haunted library. Today I'm doing a BookTube update of what I've been reading, and I also got a bunch of new books, which I'm so excited about. And that's always like a fun, it just feels good, right? But before I get to my new books, I'm going to talk about some of the old books that I'm reading. Well, they're sort of new to me, but definitely old. And that is, I have this lovely, lovely copy of Jayne Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, Eastern Press, leather bound, and it makes a nice companion with my Wuthering Heights by Charlotte Bronte. I'm going to do like a whole Bronte leather bound collection. This book I've read before, and I sat down yesterday and read about an hour of, read for about an hour of this, and I was crying about Jayne's plight. I really was. I broke down and cried, and I just forgotten how incredibly sad it is. And for anyone who's ever been like neglected as a child, or have been mistreated, she really gets it right. And she wrote something about how a child can feel. Well, anyway, I will find the quote, and when I finish the book, I'll put it out there because I don't want to cry on YouTube. There's something about a leather-bound book, and a book this good deserves great bindings. And I'm also reading Richard Davenport-Hines' Gothic, 400 Years of Excess, Horror and Evil and Ruin. Horror, Evil, and Ruin. And I had read this before. My mind must have been a lot more nimble than 20 years ago because I'm having trouble getting through this. I mean, not really reading it. It's just that it's dense. But I'm on the part in the beginning where it is very interesting. And the author's a bit eccentric, and I like that about him. There's this whole chapter about Alexander Pope's passion for gardening, kind of creating faux Gothic ruins and gardens, and break away from this neoclassical structure where everything's symmetrical, and then going into more of like the English garden and this kind of wildness, and he's doing a lot about that. So I'm just trying to be patient to get to the part about literature, but I'm hanging in there with it. It's actually really good. I just have to sit down, I don't know about you guys, what your reading habits are, but I try to every day sit down for an hour, sometimes two, and I set my timer and I take away all distractions, and I'll spend an hour reading my Charlotte Bronte, and I'll spend an hour reading my Richard Davenport-Hines, and then, I might read a little cheap paperback from hell before I go to bed. Anyway, but getting to my new books. So I get upset, like if the corner, like, I can get a little OCD about my books sometimes. But I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I know when the school had the book fairs, I loved to go to the book fair and buy a bunch of books, and I would just love just stacking them on my night table. And I wouldn't even read them. Sometimes I would just like look at them, and I feel that way every time I buy new books. There's something very exciting about it. So let's get to it. So I bought a copy of Hell House by Richard Matheson. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but this is a classic, and I just have never read it. So I am going to read this, and I'm a little ashamed to admit that I've never read it, but okay, I'm being honest. I've been waiting to read this one. This is Neil Gaimon, Norse Mythology. I have never read a Neil Gaiman book, and of course I've heard of him, and I want to get into his work. So I love Norse mythology. I kind of expected it to be like a thicker book. I'm not sure exactly how in depth it goes, and I really don't know what to expect from this, but I'm looking forward to reading this. This is Melmoth by Sarah Perry. The Bald Book Geek did a review on this, so I was interested in this. It looks like a modern Gothic book. I just bought it on Amazon Prime. It has a nice hardcover with a dust jacket, and it's a lovely book. And I don't know, it looks like something I might enjoy. So I'm going to do for my Gothic, whole Gothic reading schedule, I'm going to try to do some more modern Gothic. So this one looks like it will fill in that gap. And then I got this from the publisher. It's called Let There Be Dark, Alan Lee Harris. They sent this to me. I feel like I've arrived on BookTube. I actually was sent a book to review. It's kind of thick. I'm hoping it's good. So, but I was excited to get that in the mail. Like, I have my address here. Send me free horror books. I will read them and review them. I swear I will. Anyway, So that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been reading. It's a lot to read, but I don't know about you. If you schedule a couple hours of reading every day, you can get a lot read and feel a sense of satisfaction when you finish a book and have a great time doing it. And then you get to talk about it on BookTube. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks for stopping by my haunted library, and I'll see you soon. Bye.